Hello guys, and welcome back to another Etheria restart video. If you've been wondering whether the newly released LD Animus, Piayera, is actually worth investing in, then after testing her extensively in Arena, I think I have a pretty good idea of where she fits in the current meta. Now before I start, I don't think Piayera is one of those characters that you can simply throw into any team and expect her to carry. She definitely requires the right setup to unlock her full potential. But once you build around her correctly, she becomes one of the most disruptive control supports we've had in a long time. Let's go over her kit. Her S1 is a single target attack that has a 45% chance to increase all of the target's skill cooldowns by 1 turn. While that might not sound game-breaking at first, it's actually a very annoying mechanic in longer PvP fights. Preventing an enemy from immediately cycling back into their strongest abilities can completely change the momentum of a match, especially against teams that rely on one key skill to function. Moving on to her S2, this is where she starts bringing a lot of value to the team. She grants every ally Grace Card, which increases damage dealt by 30%, while also reducing their chance of being critically hit by 30%. On top of that, she randomly grants 2 additional buffs between immunity, invincibility, and heal over time. That's an incredible amount of utility packed into a single ability. You're increasing your team's offensive pressure, while simultaneously making them much harder to kill. Since the extra buffs are random, there is some RNG involved, but every possible outcome is useful, especially in Arena, where 1 turn of invincibility or immunity can completely swing a fight. Now let's talk about the reason everyone is interested in Piayera. Her S3. Her S3 attacks all enemies twice. Each hit has a chance to reduce the enemy's turn meter, while also applying Defense Break and Precise Slight. Precise Slight is easily the most unique part of her kit. Whenever an enemy affected by Precise Slight uses a basic attack, they immediately lose 25% of their max HP as Vitality, and they also increase every ally's skill cooldowns by 2 turns before the effect disappears. Against teams that rely on basic attacks or have units that naturally counterattack often, this debuff becomes incredibly annoying. It punishes the opponent for simply taking their turn and can completely ruin their cooldown rotation if they aren't prepared for it. The best part is that after casting her S3, Piayera immediately gains an extra turn. That means she can instantly follow up with her S2, giving your entire team multiple powerful buffs before the enemy even has a chance to respond. That S3 into S2 combo is honestly what makes her feel so smooth to play. Now let's talk about how I built mine. I'm running 361 speed along with 197% effect accuracy using Swift Rush, Time Weave, and Swift Smite. The goal is very simple. I want Piayera moving before almost everyone else so she can immediately open with S3, apply Defense Break, turn meter reduction, and Precise Slight, then instantly take her bonus turn into S2 to buff my entire team. For her shell, I'm using Jackal Guard, and I honestly think it's one of her best options. Every time the host performs a follow-up attack, Jackal Guard deals additional damage while granting speed up and increasing turn meter by 25%. Since Piayera naturally wants to keep taking turns and controlling the pace of the match, the extra turn meter from Jackal Guard helps her cycle back to her abilities much faster. So, where does Piayera actually fit in today's meta? Personally, I don't see her as a universal support like Ariel, where you can slot her into almost every team. Instead, I think she's much stronger in aggressive control compositions that already focus on denying the opponent the chance to play. She pairs extremely well with units that manipulate turn meter, increase enemy cooldowns, or capitalize on Defense Break. The more you prevent the enemy from executing their strategy, the stronger Piayera becomes. On the other hand, if you simply throw her into a random team without enough speed or effect accuracy, she can feel pretty underwhelming. A lot of her value comes from landing her debuffs early and maintaining tempo throughout the fight. Overall, I actually like Piayera a lot. I don't think she's a must-pull character that's going to completely redefine the meta overnight, but I do think she's one of the more interesting LD releases we've had recently. She brings a unique combination of offensive buffs, crowd control, cooldown manipulation, and team utility that very few characters can offer. If you're someone who enjoys building fast control teams and outplaying your opponents through tempo rather than raw damage, I think Piayera is absolutely worth investing in. In the right composition, she can completely take over a match before your opponent even gets the chance to establish their game plan. but that's just my experience after testing her. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more Etheria Restart content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.